when I was about 6 or so, my parents separated. They were divorced. And a few years later, my mother remarried. And my stepfather, whose name was Dovid Aidelman, as I mentioned to you earlier, was a Yiddish writer, professional. He worked for Edna Nahshon and also wrote a couple of books. And I grew up very much within that milieu of Yiddishist. My mother didn't really speak Yiddish. She understood it, but she was not a Yiddishist at all. But all the people he worked with, all the people that were somehow socially connected or work-wise connected were survivors and were Yiddish speakers. So if there was a medical question, he would call up Dr. Dvorzetsky, if you know the name, who also wrote about the medical experiments of Mengele and so forth. I remember I was at home one day. I was alone, sick with a flu or something, and was looking for something to read, and there was his book. And I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. I started reading it in Hebrew. I started crying and crying and crying. I didn't even know such things existed. But in essence, people with numbers on their arms and people who had been through all kind of experiences were part of the natural landscape for me. I remember I asked Dovid once, he had a large, what do you call it? Yeah, it's a large scar on his thigh. What is this? And he said, oh, it's from a bullet. Matter of fact, he was not in a camp. He fled to Russia.
And where was he from?
He was originally from Lublin. I wrote a book called Gewen Amal a Yiddish Lublin, and then moved to Warsaw and worked at the Hind. And his friends, also Hebrew newspapermen, were people he knew from there.